Hey everybody, Bearded Biomed here. It's good to see y'all again. It's been a little bit. Reason for this video today is it's been on my mind as of late of wanting to impart some knowledge, give some tips, tricks, tools to you younger cats out there getting into the field service realm of Biomed. Maybe it's your first time jumping into it. Maybe you've had a position before and you're just moving and things are a little bit different. I have noticed there is more of a trend of people leaving Biomed programs, going after their first job, getting out of the military and getting into field service. So there's more of an interest in it, which is great. Working for an independent service organization can be very rewarding. You get to be hero with multiple medical facilities across your region. So it could be quite endearing. The couple of things that I'm going to talk about today are simply things to note that I've witnessed across doing the job and also seeing my technicians implement or fail to implement these tasks. So here we go. Number one, you need to be comfortable being uncomfortable. In field service, while you can plan somewhat because we do have our scheduled PMs intervals for our multiple locations that we take care of, those you can plan calendar for, etc. But in field service, it is very reactionary. You can have days that just shit hits the fan and you just have to adapt, acclimate, and hit the ground running. So, quick example of this is last week I had 2 sites that I had scheduled for preventive maintenance inspections. One in the morning, one in the afternoon. Before I was leaving the house, getting in the car to head to the first site, I got a call that a dialysis scale went down and they were unable to, accurately weigh their patients, which if you know anything about dialysis, the before and after weights for patients is very important, especially since this was their only scale. Luckily, they had a load cell on hand. I was able to get out there, swap out the load cell, recalibrate the scale, get them up and going, and head to my first scheduled PM that I had already set. After leaving the first place, 4 more service calls came in for incoming inspections for electrical safety of loaner devices or new equipment that they needed checked in so that they can start using it, and an odd end repair here and there. And of course they all wanted a response that day. So a day that I had planned for just 2 site visits for something as simple as preventive maintenance inspections turned into 7 calls that I had in one day. And yeah, I realize 5 is not 7. You got to be comfortable being uncomfortable. If you can do that and you thrive in it, you will be successful in field service. Second point, which makes or breaks a technician, is you have to be good. You have to be great at structuring yourself, at managing yourself. Take, for instance, those 7 calls. All of that has to be properly documented, properly built out, and properly managed. Time management, of course, the CMMS documentation, and spending time make sure the clients are good to go. And then also managing your mileage reimbursement, handling your time clock for throughout the day. There's just sending emails, calls, text messages to your clients, your team, whatever. There's a lot that goes into it. And most of the time, you don't have time to do it right then and there, but you have to be able to structure yourself in order to be successful at it. A lot of the times we have to let technicians go is because they are not good at managing their time. Or they just let so much work pile up on them that it becomes a snowball effect and it ends up impacting their productivity, which most organizations in an ISO capacity, your time is equivalent to what you're billing back. So for instance, for our company, we say we expect you, for the amount of time that you're on clock for the day, of that 8 hours, 75% of your time has to be billed back to the client. Which, that might seem high to some people that aren't familiar with it, but it's really not. In an in-house position, it's going to be far much more of your time that has to be captured going towards a device or a particular repair, PM, whatever. Believe it or not, myself and several other technicians are able to get 100% captured productivity every single day for their time. It's how you manage and how you document and how on top of it you are. If you can do that, you will be successful. Now, point number 3. In field service, you will likely spend a lot of time in your car. More so to the fact that you will be more than likely taking calls, sending emails, scheduling stuff while you're on the road. I would say, depending on the type of day you have, you can spend 1/3 to 2/3 of your day in the car. And especially here in DFW where I'm at, traffic is life. I'm in traffic right now. I'm in traffic when I left home this morning. I will be in traffic when I get home. Traffic is just a part of the job. And some people can't handle being in their car for an extended amount of time. Not to mention, you driving a lot is going to impart more maintenance on your car, require more of you keeping up with your car, because your car is your livelihood. And I've had people had issues with that. And of course, you can explain what to expect on the job as a biomed in field service to somebody, but until they actually experience it, they won't know for sure if it's right for them. I've had people do a year on the job in field service and come to the realization that they would actually prefer sitting at a bench every day and working on a pallet of IV pumps. I actually had a technician leave and do that. He would prefer to just work on one thing every day, doing the same thing, being in one place. And some people are built for that. Some people are not. So I guess what I'm trying to point to is field service can be a badass opportunity for all of you young guys and gals out there. But it's a little bit different. It's a little bit more fast-paced. It's very reactionary. But there's so much that comes to benefit with it. I would say that I am a very well-rounded generalist biomed because of all the years that I've put into field service. I've worked on dozens of the same type of modality, different manufacturers, different makes and models, different revisions. You will see every single thing you possibly could see out in the wild, hitting different calls in different locations, because every site's going to have something different. You could have one hospital that just loves Stryker, loves GE. Then you could have another hospital that loves Olympus, loves Karl Storz, loves Mindray. Then you could go hit an ER or a clinic or a dental office or a veterinary clinic. You get to experience so many different types of realms of the medical infrastructure than you would do in an in-house position. This is not me bagging on in-house positions, because they also have a benefit too. Being in-house, you get the opportunity to work alongside senior biomeds. You get to work alongside other coworkers. So knowledge sharing, left seat, right seat training, the opportunity to have more of a mentorship, oversight, and the ability to fail and be lifted up is a little bit easier in-house, because you have that supporting cast. You have that support system. It's a little bit harder to do it in field service, because more often than not, me, myself, and our techs, we're not working alongside each other every day. Most of the time it's me giving them a call saying, hey, what's going on? How is everything doing? What can I do to assist you? Us getting in our text chain saying, hey, this is an issue we're experiencing with equipment. Does anybody had experience with this or know what to do about it? We're very much communicative, which you have to be communicative in field service, not only to your team, but to our clients. It's just, you don't have that face-to-face interaction that many young technicians can benefit from that an in-house position can provide. So there's way more things that I could touch on, and if you guys would love a part 2, I could definitely do that. I would love to hear down in the comment section maybe some experiences that you've had in field service, maybe some tips and tricks from you senior field service folks out there that have been doing the job. I think we need to do a little bit better at educating the younger force coming in about what they can expect getting into working for an independent service organization like myself and many others do. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you gained some kind of benefit from the video, and I'll catch you next time. May the beard be with you. Take care.